This is the fourth video update for Group 9 for ECE 495 for Fall 2010. It's been about 2 weeks since our last update. Since then we've had to do our first presentation and our first demonstration of the prototype. Presentation went well. We should do the video, kind of nailing down the parts of our design. And then since then we've actually implemented it. Made the frame for the robots, mostly wood, with two motors, one to change the angle and then one to change the height angle, the horizontal angle, I guess, and the height angle, for firing a PVC pipe, which is gravity fed. So we got that done. We got 100 on our demonstration, making 3 of the 10 cups. The real variability came from the fact that we just don't have a hopper put into place, and since it's gravity fed, where you place the ball has a great deal of effect on where it fires. So once we have the hopper in place, we're expecting to have a lot more accuracy. So we're not really worried about that at all. Plus the hopper will be on the back of the machine, so where the motor currently that affects the height pulls up a chain and that lifts the height. The hopper will provide a counterweight, making that less of a strain on the robot, on the motor. So we're expecting once the hopper is ready that it'll be that much easier, hopefully. The other problem we had was the ping pong balls. Since they're the 1-star quality, they're not all round, so some of them would get stuck in the pipe, or you couldn't really predict where they were going to bounce, especially for the closer cups. For the longer cups, it was less of an issue. We're working on ways to kind of limit that air standing out the inside of the pipe, obviously, to limit them getting stuck. But as far as just playing with how does it affect the firing, and how do we get more accurate. We also still need to get our AC-DC converter. We don't have to do as much amplifying as we thought we did, because all our motors take 5 volts. So we should just be able to place them all on the same line, and that should be well. Just get a 120 VAC to 5 DC converter. There are some changes that we're implementing. First off, the current setup for the vertical positioning is going to be replaced by a shim we're going to put between the pipe and the base to raise it and lower it, rather than the chain. The chain and the shaft that it's currently using. The horizontal angular positioning, which right now uses these 3 wheels like you'd find on a moving table, and a marble as a ball bearing to shift everything around. We're just going to replace that with the Lazy Susan. Our current system sometimes can be unstable, and makes the motor kind of inaccurate, just because there's a lot to move. So we're going to replace that with Lazy Susan, which should be lower friction and more stable, more balanced, as far as holding up the rest of the robot. We're going to replace the pipe that we're currently using and sand out the inside. Like I said, that way it's not going to be as big a problem with the ping pong balls getting stuck. But also not just like shifting up to a 2-inch model, since that would be too big, so we wouldn't have any friction with the ping pong balls. So we're really trying to find the balance there. We have our image acquisitioning done, but this next week we're going to be trying to finish our game algorithm. The plan is to just play through the game ourselves, kind of see the strategies that develop, with the added changes as far as the being able to shoot extra balls into a cup to change it, or lock it, but also the limitation of not being able to do that all the time. So we're kind of just working on that tic-tac-toe strategy, but that's the last thing, and just kind of finalizing our accuracy. So we're less worried about, like, well, what if we miss? Then how does that affect our algorithm? While obviously, still having the freedom to miss, I guess. So we're working on that. We're just about ready. We've got a couple weeks left. We're just gonna, like I said, finish out the game algorithm and kind of increase our accuracy, and then hopefully we'll have a good looking, good working robot pretty soon. That's it for this week. The end.